Welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. I hope everyone is doing great. Today we're going to make a fall pumpkin grapevine wreath. These are so simple to make. You can do it. Don't you worry. I'm going to show you step by step how to make this wreath. For this wreath, you're going to need one grapevine wreath. I picked mine up at Michael's. You can pick yours up at Hobby Lobby, Walmart. Lots of places sell grapevine wreaths. You are also going to need two different colors of ribbon with wire because we're going to be making two bows with long tails. You're going to need a larger pumpkin, and this is just lightweight. It's stuffed like a pillow. I picked it up for $4 at Dollar General. Then for the top, you're also going to need a smaller pumpkin. This one came from Target Bullseye Playground, and it was only $1, and it's very lightweight. You're also going to need some fall flowers, and I picked these up at Dollar General. And then you're going to need some Dollar Tree pumpkin picks. You will only need 2 of the Dollar Tree pumpkin picks for this wreath. First, we're going to start with a bow, and you're going to want to let out a long tail, and you'll see why in a little bit. But make a loop, pinch it tight in your left hand. Go to the other side, make another loop. Sometimes you have to twist your ribbon to keep the design on top, so we're making about 4-inch loops. Check to make sure your loops are the same size on each side. Go back to your first side, make another 4-inch loop. Check to make sure they're the same size. Go back to the other side, make another 4-inch loop. Keep it pinched tightly in your left hand. Then we're going to let out another long tail. This bow is going on the top of the wreath. Okay, and we're also going to add our second color of ribbon. The leopard print ribbon came from Craft Outlet. I ordered it online. And then this ribbon that's orange, I believe I picked it up at Dollar Tree. So let out another long tail. Place the orange ribbon directly on top of the leopard print ribbon. Make a 4-inch loop. Check to make sure it's about the same size. Then go to the other side, make another loop. Keep it pinched tightly in your hand. Then we're going to let out a long tail, and you might want to pick up 2 rolls of the Dollar Tree ribbon for this DIY because on the second bow I made, I didn't have enough to let out another long tail on one of the sides. Once you have the bow the size you want, then you're going to want to take some floral wire or a zip tie and wrap it nice and tight around the center of your bow. Make sure you get your zip tie nice and tight, and then we're going to dovetail the ends and fluff the loops on our bow. So I'm just sticking my hand in each loop to fluff it and shape it. Sometimes it takes a little while to get your bow shaped the way you want. Just be patient. And I have lots of bow tutorials on my YouTube channel. I even have a bow tutorial playlist. If you don't like this bow, maybe you'll like something different. There's lots of different styles and ways to tie bows. And here I'm just threading a piece of floral wire underneath the zip tie. And you don't really have to dovetail the ends on this one because you'll see the tails are going to actually be behind the grapevine wreath at the end. So just thread the wire underneath the zip tie, and then you're going to go to the top of your grapevine wreath, center it up, thread the wires through the grapevine wreath, then go to the back, twist the wires, cut them off short, and fold them down. At the end of this video, I have added some pictures of some of the other fall wreaths and door swags that I have made this year. So if you want to check those out, I would be happy to share a link with you if you just let me know which tutorial you'd like to see. Just leave the tails long right now. Just let them hang down. They need to be at least where they touch the bottom of your wreath. Now I'm taking my floral pick from Dollar General and I'm just cutting it into shorter pieces. So you're going to need 4 flowers total. And when you're picking out your flowers, you'll want to choose kind of large size flowers. And then here I'm just making a swag, so I'm taking my pumpkin picks from Dollar Tree, putting one on the left, one on the right, overlapping the stems. Now I'm taking a sunflower and putting one on the left, one on the right, overlapping the stems, holding in the center. My third sunflower, one on the left, and one on the right, overlapping the stems. Now I'm going to take a zip tie and zip tie my swag together. This swag is going on the bottom of my wreath. After you have your zip tie nice and tight, then cut off the extra part of the zip tie. And then you're going to want to fluff and shape your swag. So I just kind of wanted my flowers to stand up just a little bit. So this swag is going on the very bottom in the center. So I am just going to take a zip tie, or you can use wire, and I'm just going to zip tie my swag on my grapevine wreath. You could also, in the beginning, if you want to spray paint your grapevine wreath, you could do that before you start working on it. I think they're so neat. Lots of people like to spray paint theirs, either black or orange or dark brown or whatever color you would like. So that's always a thought too, if you want to spray paint your grapevine wreath outside and let it dry before you start working on it. And then I just fluffed my flowers on my swag. So we're getting close to finished. Now it's time to tie our second bow, the bow for the bottom of the wreath that's going on the swag. So with this, you can let out however long tails that you want to hang below your wreath, because you'll want some tails to hang down. And then with the orange ribbon, I ran out, so I could only make one loop and only one tail, but I wanted that pop of orange in the bow. You can make this same style wreath for any season or holiday by just changing up a few things. I hope you're enjoying watching me make this wreath. If you are, don't forget to hit that like button, leave me a comment. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? I would love to have you as a subscriber. And also, I would love for you to share this tutorial with a friend. Now I have the bow the size I want, so I'm taking a zip tie, wrapping it nice and tight around the center of my bow. Now on this one, you will want to dovetail the ends. Take your tail, fold the ribbon in half with the edges to the left side, go to the folded side, cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V on the ends. So just fold it in half with the edges to the left side, go to the folded side, cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V. Then you're going to want to thread a piece of wire underneath that zip tie so you can easily attach the bow to your wreath. So just twist those wires. Then you're going to fluff and shape your bow. Now, like I said, this is not one of my better bows because I ran out of orange ribbon. Now I'm taking the bow wires and I am just going to the center on the bottom, threading the wires through the grapevine. Then I'm going to go to the back of the grapevine wreath, twist the wires, cut them off short, and fold them down. So far, isn't this wreath easy to make? Here's how it looks with the two bows added and the swag. For the tails on the bow that's on the top, if you don't like the tails hanging down, you can cut yours short. But what I'm doing is I'm just stacking my tails one on top of the other, and in the end I am going to hot glue them. I'm going to wire them first, and then I'm going to hot glue the end up so that I make sure it doesn't flip down or show. But this step is optional. If you don't like the long tails, you can just cut them short and do away with those long tails, whatever you would like. Here I'm taking my Target pumpkin, adding some Gorilla Glue, hot glue to the bottom of it, going to the center of the top bow, just going to place it right in the center of the bow. Then I'm going to hold it for a little while and let it have time to dry. Now for the bottom one, it's like a pillow, so I am just threading a wire through it, and I ended up using 2 wires to hold it in place just like I wanted. So this is so simple to do, so make sure you choose something lightweight, and this is like a kind of a medium-sized pumpkin from Dollar General for $4. And so I am going just above my bow, and I'm going to thread the pumpkin wires through the grapevine wreath, Go to the back, twist the wires, cut them off short, and fold them down. And I did have to add a second wire to get it to sit just like I wanted. I am using 20 gauge floral wire, and you can pick it up at Dollar Tree, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, places like that. I like to pick mine up usually at Walmart. For around $1 you can get a package, and it's 20 gauge floral wire. I ended up removing that white bow on the pumpkin because I just didn't think it went well with the wreath. The little white bow was hot glued onto the pumpkin, so when I pulled it off, it kind of pulled the pumpkin apart a little bit, so I had to add a little bit of hot glue, then squeeze the fabric together and hold it a little while until it had time to dry. And then here for the tails, I just took some more floral wire, wired them to the back of the grapevine wreath, and then added some Gorilla Glue hot glue to the tails so that they would not flip down and show. And for the bottom bow, I wanted the tails to hang down long and flowy. I could have probably just used some Gorilla Glue to glue the tails to the back of the grapevine wreath, but I wanted to add some wire and wire them up, and that way I was just sure that they would stay in place. So here's how the wreath looks. As you can see, I haven't removed the white bow in this video yet, but I did remove that bow on the pumpkin, and I think it looks so much better without the white bow. So just remember to make sure your tails are going the right direction. Fluff your loops on your bow, kind of fluff your sunflowers, and you may have to take your pumpkin picks and kind of bend them and curve them upward just a little bit. And this is the way it looks when it's finished. You'll have to let me know your thoughts on this wreath. I hope you like it. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share this tutorial, and if you have not subscribed, I would appreciate you subscribing to my channel. It does not cost anything to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day.